And we are live. Look at that. I am fucking owning the internet doing this. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sundays with the General. We're still waiting on our next special guest today, but we do have, I believe you're the newest employee of Blue Collar Media Group. You've got
Pretty
to be,
much,
right?
yeah. I'm pretty new.
I don't think I've hired anyone else lately. But yeah, Big Hero Kevin is here with me now. It's gonna be the On the Field Fantasy Football
On the field
podcast.
fantasy
Correct.
football. Correct.
What's up, buddy? Good to have you on. How you doing?
Man. Dude, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, man. Yeah, I'm excited though to do the show. Can't wait. Pretty stoked for that.
Yep. Before we get into things, I gotta light up this joint of Pineapple Express.
Do it up.
And I do gotta point out the fact that what's it gonna be 13 years ago now, something like that. Seth Rogen and James Franco made a movie about a fake weed strain.
It's been that long.
And now I'm buying it.
It's been that long.
I'm buying this strain in fucking stores on the side of the street in Dorchester. They literally made up the weed strain. Pineapple Express was never a thing.
Really? I had no idea.
Pineapple Express wasn't a thing before that movie. They fucking made it up because it sounded cool.
And I feel like everybody probably just named it Pineapple Express when they just came up with the name just to sell it right after that movie.
So many people after that movie. Oh, dude, I got Pineapple Express.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, yeah. Like I haven't heard that today.
Yeah, dude, that movie came out in 2008, dude. It's been that freaking long.
Yeah. So this is the part of the show where I make everyone watching feel old. Fucking Pineapple Express came out fucking 13 years ago.
2008,
God
dude.
Damn, dude. Yeah, I'm old.
Yeah, I am 30. Yeah. I know I don't look it, but I'm 30.
Yeah. I'm 28, so I'm younger than you.
Really? What? Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
How old did you think I was?
I mean, I would say 30. Being honest.
Oh, all right. That's
close.
So
that's close.
On the last job I was on, everyone thought I was like 40.
Oh no, dude.
yeah. That's like a running joke. Everyone thinks I'm fucking 40.
Yeah, I used to bartend, and so the joke I always got from people on the other side of the bar was, "Are you even old enough to be back there?" Like, yes, I get it. I look young.
Yeah,
but I'm making your drinks.
But I hate when people like you are like, oh yeah, well it sucks when people like, think you're young all the time. Like, no, it sucks when they think you're fucking 40 and you're not even fucking 30.
That's true. That's true.
That sucks.
It's just embarrassing though, getting ID'd all the time just to buy like a lighter, even.
Dude, I would love to get ID'd.
Oh man,
I would love to get ID'd again.
It has been slowing down.
I got ID'd at the dispensary today. So, but that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but they made me feel young again, even though by law they have to do it. I was like, did you want my ID? Yeah, sure. You guys don't think I'm 21?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, you guys are cool, man.
It's been a while. The last few times I've been to the liquor store, they actually haven't ID'd me. So I'm like, oh, okay. Now I'm a little insulted. The roles are reversing.
Yeah. Shit reverses as you get older, man.
Yeah, dude.
That's how the fucking world works.
Yeah, 30 is scary, man.
Yeah, we have gotten so far off base with this episode.
Yep. Yeah, it's all right.
4 minutes into it, yeah. Wow, this Pineapple Express really is something. But to start us off, man, we'll talk about the NBA Finals because finished up this past week. Dude, I thought the Suns were taking the series.
Yeah,
when they went up 2-0,
dude.
I thought it was Suns in 5.
They looked more consistent throughout the playoffs, I feel like, and that's why people thought Suns, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely were more consistent throughout the playoffs.
They were.
What that actually speaks more to what Giannis just accomplished is I feel
Yeah.
like all of a sudden after they went down 2-0, Giannis was just like,
he
wait a
stepped
minute,
up, dude.
Yeah, I feel like he was like, wait a minute, I can fucking
Mhm.
dominate the game. I'm gonna go dominate the fucking game.
That is why I think everybody also had the Suns over Milwaukee, though, is because before this, Giannis kind of folded in a lot. You know, like he wasn't. I feel like he never really took over. Not just games, like he's taken over games, but he didn't take over a series. He wasn't that guy, you know.
I hadn't seen him take over a playoff series yet. You're
No,
100%
no.
right, dude. And, like, obviously, he's a young guy. He's
He is
only
young.
26 years old.
Yeah.
So like, his resume is incredible.
Yep.
But like, and I do feel like for a couple of years, people like were, you know, like, oh, he's 25, he's not taking over series.
Yeah.
And people hold that against him because he was the MVP of the league, and that makes sense.
No, it was that. I felt the same way, honestly.
It's valid, but like, I mean, you're 100% right, dude. All of a sudden in this series, Giannis just he just asserted his dominance.
Yep.
He took over that series. It was.
Oh, yeah, there's a stat right here. He was averaging 13 rebounds a game, I think. Yep.
Yeah. For the finals?
Yeah.
Or the playoffs? For the finals.
Finals,
yeah, I mean, either way, he's averaging 13 rebounds a game for the playoffs or the finals. It's pretty fucking good to me, man.
Oh, yeah. And Booker was only 3.5. Like, that's what it was. I think each team's, young star took, Giannis took over. Giannis dominated over Booker, I feel like. I mean.
Yep. And now, so I do have to agree with what you just said. Is Booker showed out, man. I think Booker took the step in these playoffs.
He did.
From star player to superstar.
Mm-hmm.
I think he took that step.
I do.
And DeAndre Ayton, I was taking a huge step forward. He was dominating for most of these playoffs, dude. And then, he ran into Giannis.
He did. And
I'd like to be like, DeAndre Ayton, like he didn't show up in these finals, but dude, you know what? That's a 22-year-old kid. And
oh yeah, he's young. He's still growing.
Yep. He lost he got beat by a future first ballot Hall of Famer finally realizing his dominance over the game.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
Exactly.
So you can't hold that against Ayton, but I'm gonna say Chris Paul fell apart.
Yeah, dude.
Where did Chris Paul go?
Yeah.
I love Chris Paul. Don't get me wrong. I'm a CP3 fan.
Absolutely.
Where did he go in this series, man?
Dude, Giannis I think it's just all just Giannis, man. He dominated. He stepped up on defense. I think the Giannis show just took over, honestly. I mean,
well, yeah,
that's been Chris Paul's knock forever, he's always fallen apart in playoffs.
Yep, he has, dude. And he's gotten injured in the playoffs a few times. You can use that as like an excuse, but like, he has blown series, and he's
blown series.
And when Giannis starts taking over the game down low, like he did in that series, Chris Paul is the veteran point guard, future first ballot Hall of Famer on that team. He's got to be the guy. He's got to step up. He's got to.
Yeah,
He's got to like with his shot, man. Like he wasn't scoring nothing. He wasn't getting all the assists. I don't know.
For me personally, I've never pictured Chris Paul. I pictured Chris Paul as always a good support player. Like he's not going to be the LeBron on the team. He's not going to be the Curry on the team. He's not that guy. I'm going to say he's not that guy. He definitely needs a LeBron, which he might get in this offseason.
Oh, God. Fucking...
It's just I don't think Chris Paul's that guy. I mean, he's a good support player. I really feel that way. He's assistant leader. He's great at passing, great at making things happen, but he's not.
Well, I think this series has proven beyond a reasonable doubt, as the courts would say, Chris Paul can't win. it can't be your guy to win you a playoff
No,
series.
he's not.
He can't
He's
be.
not.
He can't. Well, not a playoff series. He might win you a playoff series.
Yeah.
He ain't winning you a ring.
No.
He's
no.
not. He needs. And like when you got younger guys like Booker around you, Booker and Ayton, like, yeah, dude, they're young. They're in their first like this is like their first playoff run. If these dudes aren't stepping up and putting it together and putting in the work in the finals, which they were.
They were.
That is not on them. Like Chris Paul is what was missing from the stat line.
Yeah.
Of the Suns,
he is
throughout the series.
Yeah, he exactly it. I mean, as good as Booker is and as dominant as he is, he still needs that dog, that guy there, like PJ Tucker, like someone that's just still, it's got your back and is going to help you out. And Chris Paul just didn't do it. He didn't. And,
exactly.
I mean, as much of a leader as Booker can be and will be in the future.
Oh, I mean,
he still needs.
Devin Booker's probably winning a couple of MVPs in his career.
Oh yeah. He will be that guy, but right now, in these finals, he wasn't ready. He wasn't that guy quite yet.
Yeah, he wasn't that guy.
No. And Chris Paul needed to be, and it wasn't.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say that I don't think this is the last time that we will see Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton playing in the NBA Finals. I know it's crazy because it's the Phoenix Suns, and the Phoenix Suns are just not known for winning fucking rings. But I really think we're gonna see these kids in the finals again.
I will. I think that Chris Paul leaves, and they're going to still need somebody though. They're going to need a big piece.
They're going to need another guy. They're going to need another point guard.
I mean, because you got to think this the series. The next finals. Next year. LA is going to be better. I think. More healthy, consistent. Hopefully. And
that's. So you got the LeBrons and the Kawhis and the Durants. And and they're the guys that we're expecting to be in the finals the next few years. But you know what? These guys are getting old and they keep getting injured.
Yeah, that's true.
And pretty soon they're not going to be here anymore.
No.
And you're going to have you got these young guys in the league coming up, man. Booker and Ayton, like we're talking about. You got Luka over in Dallas.
Yeah.
And you got the best player out of all of them, Jason Tatum, over here in Boston.
Oh yeah, you're a Jason Tatum fan, I bet.
Well, I mean, obviously. But Jason Tatum, the league's in good hands.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude.
And I'm honestly excited for it. I'm excited for the new guard. This is gonna sound really bitter. But I'm kind of just sick of seeing LeBron forming super teams and going to the finals every fucking year.
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting sick of the same old. And that's why this finals was a breath of fucking fresh air, man.
Yeah. I think it got 30% more viewer rating than last year.
Ratings went up. Fucking.
Yeah. They had more watches.
Great game all the way through.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Yeah. I mean, last year wasn't. I don't know. The Heat I feel like the Heat limped in last year, honestly, and they didn't have a chance.
The bubble. I hate to.
It was just weird.
Now,
dude.
This is something that I really hate to say about sports, dude. The bubble was a bit of a fluke.
It was, dude.
I think we all forgot how much of an impact the crowds can have on games.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
absolutely.
Not saying that it's the fans that go out there and do it and they need us, but some of these players play better with a crowd.
Oh yeah, 100%, agreed.
But that's
yeah. What do you think?
What do you got?
Well, what do you think? What do you think the odds are of these teams getting back though next year after this finals? Like, what do you think Milwaukee's chances are?
Well, I mean, see, there's so many variables there.
Yeah, there is.
The Nets, how are the Nets staying together?
I mean, I think at least KD and Kyrie, obviously.
Yeah, KD and Kyrie, but Harden coming back, probably not. I don't think they're gonna have the money. No. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then you not to toot our own horn, but Boston is not going to be the team they were last year.
Again. No.
Boston's going to have a much better season.
They will.
Philly.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not against. I don't know.
Well, what I'm going to say is Philly's going to have great. Philly will probably have a good regular season again, but like they won't get past the second round.
No, they won't. No, like I'm not a big Embiid fan in the playoffs, to be completely honest. I'm saying it.
I think Simmons is more of the problem in Philly than Embiid.
Oh yeah, well Simmons is gone, right?
Yeah. See, now that's the other variable is what the fuck is Philly going to be?
Yeah. I don't know.
Because they're gonna get rid of Simmons, and we don't know what they're gonna get in return.
No.
I'm gonna say this:
change.
If somehow Philadelphia ends up coming away with Lillard, then I'm fucking scared. I'm honestly scared of that team.
Oh hell yeah, yeah! If they get Lillard, dude,
I'm scared of that team getting to a conference finals and then choking because it's Philadelphia.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I'm not a big fan of Philadelphia teams. If you can't tell.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. You're a fucking Minnesota fan, dude. You're probably not either.
Yeah, that was our own fault, though. We choked that NFC Championship game was we did not show. We showed up for the first two drives, and then we just fell flat. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, and you know what? I wish you guys won that one.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I bet.
Because we would have beat you.
Oh no, man.
And then I wouldn't have to experience another Super Bowl loss.
I don't know, man. Our defense was awesome that year, dude. Our defense was incredible. I think we were first overall that year, actually.
Oh no, the team was
nasty, dude. Like, our defense was nasty.
Kirk Cousins would have folded against the Bill Belichick defense in the Super Bowl.
No, that was Case Keenum.
Oh, that was Case Keenum? Even
better. Case Keenum. Dude, Case Keenum, we went 13-3. We went 13-3 with Case Keenum, dude.
That's so weird to say. Minnesota.
Case Keenum, dude.
Case Keenum actually took Minnesota.
Yeah. Adam Thielen lit it up that year. That was like Adam Thielen's like big breakout year, and Diggs broke out too. They were both 1,000-yard receivers. Cook was consistent that year. He was healthy that year.
Oh yeah. That three-headed monster.
Yeah, dude. We were, and then our defense
for a below-average quarterback. Yeah.
And our
number one defense in the NFL.
Number one defense. That was like Xavier Rhodes' last good year with us. He was the lockdown corner that year. Yeah. But anyway, got beaten off.
Yeah. Good times.
Good times. Yeah, I got to remember these because we don't get much of them, you know. That was the first time experiencing that since Favre. Since Favre with the Vikings. Yeah. Going to the championship. Yeah.
Oh, and he fucking threw that one away for you too.
Yeah, well, that was.
He fucking threw that one away for you.
Yeah,
right
it was a bad throw. Yeah, but that's a bounty gate. That was bounty gate though too. That was Saints bounty gate.
No, it was a bad throw.
It was a bad throw, but
it was a horrible throw. Sure, it was Saints bounty gate, but the horrible throw was the bigger reason why you lost.
I know. Yeah. That's what he does, though.
Dude, hey, how do you think I feel, dude? I haven't experienced a Super Bowl win in like 3 years.
Yeah, it's going to be a while until Mac Jones can step up, I feel like. But
within 4 years.
I don't know. I don't know, Matt. I don't really care for Mac Jones, to be honest. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, you're going to get me going all fucking day here.
I know. Sorry. All right. We got to stop talking.
God damn it. Oh, God.
I know. Change the subject.
Yep.
Get back on topic.
Well, until Mr. Top News gets here, we'll just start off with this one because we can go on with this fucking list.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking day.
Yeah.
Now, so someone put this up. No, I don't know who the fuck they are, how the fuck they came up with these probabilities, man. But like this has to fall under terrible Twitter takes right here. I mean,
not a good one, dude.
We'll go to the top. LeBron James, 100%. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Hall of Fame probability. Yeah, sure. Chris Paul, 100%. Yeah, I'll go with that. Chris Paul's getting in the Hall of Fame. That's a lot.
I mean, yeah, I don't like him above Durant, though.
Yeah, above Durant, but still,
Durant's got the rings.
Same probability, 100%. Okay.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
James Harden's 99.9%. I don't know why he'd be below Chris Paul, but
yeah.
Steph Curry's 99.9%. I don't.
I mean, he should be either one or two.
Like, this might be nitpicking, but like, how is Steph Curry any lower of a probability to get in the fucking Hall of Fame than Chris Paul is? Steph Curry
should be two.
Like, with 2 MVPs and 3 rings. When Chris Paul's got no MVPs and no rings.
If anything, Chris Paul should be like 99.7 or something, not above Steph Curry like that.
Russell Westbrook, 99.9. Yeah, dude's getting in the Hall of Fame. Dwight Howard, 99.7. Now, I had someone say to me that, like, the other day, maybe not Dwight Howard, whether he's just because he won a ring with the Lakers. If Dwight Howard's prime in Orlando, which because we all forget, now you guys got to remember.
Exactly.
I'm old, and I remember 2009, and 2010, and 2011 vaguely.
Yeah, vaguely.
But I mean, the guy won 3 defensive player of the year 3 years in a row. You do that in any league, and you're a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, you're in.
So Anthony Davis, 98.5%. I don't really know if like that's how high probability should be. Anthony Davis is on a pretty good pace to make the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, he is.
I'm not gonna.
If Anthony Davis isn't in LA, they don't get a ring.
But now Carmelo Anthony, 98.4%. Now I know you're all gonna say to me, Anthony Davis got a ring. Well, that's what you 12-year-old Lakers fans are going to say. Carmelo Anthony's top 10 all time in scoring. How is?
He's a
Anthony Davis don't have a better resume than him. Lillard 90.6. Not.
He's still playing.
Okay, it seems a little high. Never won nothing.
No.
Love the player. Well, Kyle Lowry 85.7%. Yeah.
I don't even know if he should be on this list in top 20. Yeah. You got some big names in here.
Yeah, and see, as we go down the list, though, as it gets worse. Because Paul George, 84.1%, whatever. Paul George, guy might make the Hall of Fame someday, but like he still ain't won nothing.
No, yeah.
He ain't won shit.
Not based off of this playoff performance either.
Kyrie Irving, 83.7%. Now, Kyrie Irving is getting in the Hall of Fame before Paul George or Kyle Lowry or probably even Damian Lillard, I think. Just based on the fact that I fucking hate Kyrie Irving.
Oh, yeah, most people
Irving
do.
has one of the biggest shots in the history of the NBA in the finals.
Oh, yeah.
So
Balled out, dude.
Yeah. He's going to get in the Hall of Fame. Before those guys, at least.
If anything, he carried LeBron in that series, too.
Oh, God. Fucking hot take alert, yeah.
Yeah.
And now we got Kawhi Leonard, 77.7%.
Dude, the Claw getting disrespected.
2 players of the year.
Man.
A ring and a finals MVP in 2 different cities.
The disrespect.
Today, he's 100% a Hall of Fame lock.
He should be.
So now this is where I really have a problem with the list. Anthony Davis has a higher Hall of Fame probability than Kawhi Leonard? No. Damian Lillard has a higher probability, a higher chance of getting in the Hall of Fame than Kawhi Leonard? No.
No.
Paul George has a no. Kyle Lowry?
Yeah, dude.
Kyle Lowry's only got a ring because Kawhi Leonard came to Toronto for 1 year.
Yeah.
That's the only reason Kyle Lowry has a ring, is because Kawhi Leonard came to Toronto and was like, hey, I'm just going to go do Kawhi Leonard. Yeah. Kevin Love, 73.5.
I don't know. Kevin Love.
Well, did Kevin Love I can't remember if he won an MVP or not.
I think he has.
I remember he was in the MVP running before he went to Cleveland. And then he kind of just became a spot-up shooter. He did dominate under the boards in a couple of games under the net in one of those final series with Cleveland.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to say that Kevin Love doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, but Kevin Love has a higher chance of getting in the Hall. I don't know. The next guy below Kevin Love is Giannis. 60.
Oh yeah.
No, we were just talking about Giannis is 26 years old. He's got 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year, and a Finals MVP. This dude could retire today and never play basketball again past the age of 26. He will go in the NBA Hall of Fame in the first ballot.
100%. 100%.
Kevin Love has a better chance of getting in the Hall of Fame than Giannis.
No.
Damian Lillard. Kyle Lowry has a higher chance of getting in the Hall of Fame.
I don't know what they're thinking about Kyrie Lowry here, man.
But my man is here. I know he's ready to go off about this. Mr. Top News is in the house. Is he here? Oh, he's adding. What's up, my man?
There he is.
What's up, baby boy? What's going on?
What's up, dude?
What's up, buddy? I'm sorry about you late, man. I was trying to get this computer. To do his thing or whatever. How everybody doing?
Oh, we're good, man. I wait for greatness, man. So you don't got to worry about being late. I wait for greatness.
Oh man, I appreciate you, man. What's going on?
Oh, we just telling you, we already talked about the finals. We on this fucking Hall of Fame probability list that I sent you.
Oh man, I was looking at that.
Dude, I can't get past. So I was just getting to Giannis is at 67.9% chance to get in the Hall of Fame. What the? How does Kevin Love have a better chance of getting in the Hall of Fame than Giannis? How does Kyle fucking Lowry have a?
You know what? When you look at this list right here, I mean, if they're going by just this year alone, they fucked up. Excuse me, but they messed up just this year alone. When you consider that, I mean, like at the end of the day, Jimmy Butler, we don't have Draymond Green on here. He played this year.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's another point that you brought to me. Jimmy Butler's on this list.
Yep.
And Draymond Green ain't. No, we got Klay Thompson is down the bottom of this list, like 50-something% chance.
Yeah.
Right.
Now Klay might not have no MVP, but he got 3 rings, and he's one of the, without a doubt, one of the 5 greatest shooters in the history of the NBA, right?
Period.
Oh, yeah.
Top 5 shooter in the history of the NBA. That's without thinking about it. 50% chance to get in the fucking Hall of Fame? What are we talking about? Okay. Now, Rajon Rondo being at 60%, I actually think Rondo's got a higher chance of getting in the Hall of Fame than that, just because I remember when Rondo was a verb back here in Boston in 2008. You got Rondo'd was a thing. Rondo was the best point guard in the game for a couple of years.
A couple of years, and you know what? And I like his stance on the game. Rondo was always aggressive. You remember the year. Now, you know how close. Oddly enough, this picture right here. You see how close CP3 and LeBron real close, right?
Yep.
You remember Rondo punched CP3 in the face right in front of LeBron. They tight. Rondo always was a gangster. Like, what, you found me? Take that. And LeBron was confused when his man got punched in the face by his teammate.
Yeah, and the other
Gangster.
thing that you got to say about Rondo, man, is, it sounds cliche, but this playoff Rondo thing, that's a real motherfucking thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's real shit. Playoff Rondo is real.
Right. You know what? Because he shows up when you need him.
Yeah.
At the biggest moments, he's there. Right. So now, when you put Rondo down there, and you consider all those big times, every time in the playoffs he showed up, and then when you got to put, he got a chip, and yet still, I mean, if we're talking stats, okay, we got a list here. But if we're talking about what you're just talking about with Rondo, and we look at CP3 and Rondo got a chip, and he was a big part of them getting that chip. He wasn't just on the team. So when you get to looking at that, do you put CP3 over Rondo if we just had that conversation?
Shit. Now, that's a.
Don't get me wrong.
No, like I wouldn't put him over CP3, I guess, cause like career wise, probably not. But
right.
Like I get what you're saying though.
I just like Rondo's. Yeah, like he's a dog, dude. CP3 in these playoffs in this finals run needed to be a dog.
And so I mean we were actually saying, Mr. Top News, when we were talking about the finals, what's the biggest? I got to get your take on this since you're here. What do you think is the biggest reason the Suns lost this finals? Because I think it's because Chris Paul vanished.
No, you know what I think it is? I think if you remember the first two games, right? The first two games, right? If you watch how Giannis played the game, right? The first game, to be honest with you, watch Giannis play, it was almost like he was clueless. The second game, when Giannis showed up the second game, the first 5 minutes he had 3 dunks, right? And if you go back to in the third quarter of the second game, everybody stood around and it was the Giannis show, right?
Oh yeah.
Now check this out. After the second game, you know what happened? Somebody pulled him aside and said, check this out. Now listen, if we got to win, we're going to come to you, Giannis. But if we want to win, we have to get Holiday and Middleton into the game. If we get them into the game early, if they get going early, down the stretch when you need them, they'll be there. But check this out. If we got to win, we're going to go to you down the stretch. Now, defensively and everything that needed to be done, Giannis did it down the stretch. But when they wanted to win, who was shooting the ball? Middleton and Holiday. And another thing is, if you watch from game 3 on up, right? No exaggeration, not crazy, but Middleton and Drew Holiday, right? They bullied the shit out of Chris Paul. Like they backed him down.
Mm-hmm.
They bumped him around.
The turnovers.
They did everything they wanted to do, right? And then from game 3 on up, if you watch how Giannis was passing the ball, Giannis got everybody into the game early. And then by the time the fourth quarter came, you had Holiday on, you had Middleton on, right?
Oh,
and then Giannis also figured out that y'all can't check me. Y'all can't check me.
Mm-hmm.
You got Middleton. You got Middleton hitting big threes. You got Drew Holiday backing him down, going on him. And Giannis, every time he pulled 8 and out, he went right past him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Holiday and Middleton really helped out a lot too. That's when they started stepping up. They were getting the rebounds. Like they both averaged, what was it? Yeah, they both averaged 6 rebounds per game, 6.2 and 6.3.
Okay.
So when you have 2 guys being consistent like that, and then you got Giannis stepping up and doing his thing,
right?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. And check this out. And then off the bench, you had crazy ass Bobby Portis coming in, the energy, and Pat Connaughton, he was balling.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He was balling.
I think that's a great point because it comes to the consistency of the Bucks throughout the playoffs was something that really annoyed me because this team we saw before the finals, they weren't that consistent. They made it there, but they weren't consistent because we saw them when this team was locked in. They were damn good, but they didn't. They couldn't seem to be locked in like that every game.
Yeah. No.
And then all of a sudden, for 4 games straight in the finals, they was locked in.
Locked in.
All the way around, all the way across the board, locked in.
Locked in. And then if you look like game 3 on up, right? When Giannis got the ball early, he started passing to everybody. He started passing to everybody. Brook Lopez started doing his thing down the middle like he did on Atlanta or whatever have you. You got Middleton and Holiday hitting outside shots. They was backing Chris Paul down. It's like they was taking turns backing Chris Paul down and pushing him around. Word up. Anyone he got on, it backed up. And you know another thing? From game 3 on, at some point, right? I love Devin Booker's game. Devin Booker has a wonderful game. He just started shooting. He started shooting too much.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what? And then you know now when he was shooting, can you imagine if he was on? If he was on, well, we'd be probably having a different conversation. But every time he started shooting, and when he was off, the Bucks was getting the ball. Middleton was coming down, drilling them. Holiday was coming down, backing them down. And then Giannis was coming down, going around him whenever he wanted to. And it was no. And then once they get that lead, it was no coming back because Booker was off. They didn't get everybody into the game. You know, Cam Johnson tried to get into the game late. You know, another campaign. It was everybody seemed like they was off. And then at that point, they just crushed him.
Yeah, and so the Suns really could have used DeAndre Ayton, produced a little bit more in this series, because he was dominating these whole playoffs. But like I said earlier, when it was just me and Kevin, I don't want to put really too much blame on DeAndre Ayton because the kid's 22 years old, man, and he just lost to a 2-time MVP, taking yet another leap.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's what happened, really, to Ayton in this series. Is Giannis took over, and I don't want to hold that against Ayton.
You can't hold it against Ayton, right? But look at the growth of Giannis this year, right? He has the chip, right? And can you imagine if he developed an elbow shot?
Oh my God!
Oh God! So here's the thing: he developed the free throw fucking all of a sudden during these finals,
right?
Like all of a sudden he could hit his damn free throws.
So he's constantly growing.
Yeah, that's what really stepped up in this finals. Is Giannis took over. I mean, that was my knock on him, and I think that was everyone's knock on Milwaukee in this series, and why people like the Suns more is because Giannis can be a dog. He just wasn't being a dog. He wasn't, he needed to get in the ring and he needed to step up and know what he can do and be. I felt like Giannis has never had that confidence.
Right.
And then in this finals, after game 2, he got a little more comfortable and he realized what he can do and what he needs to do.
Exactly.
And it's like he unlocked his potential. I feel like, final form unlocked, and now the sky's the limit. Now this guy he's gone. He's gone.
And like I said, once he got those guys into the game early, right, and they got comfortable in the game, Giannis can get his shot anytime he wants, right, at any point. Yep. But once he got those guys into the game, they became a problem to the point whereas you couldn't double up on Giannis because Middleton was going to go off, Holiday was going to go off. Every once in a while, Brook Lopez shows up and does his thing in the middle. Then what you gonna do? Then what you gonna do? And then when you get Middleton going, when you got Middleton going, I think he had 42. You see when he got going?
Damn, your best shots in the whole series, dude. The whole finals, man. Middleton, dude. Yeah, but that's the thing though in this all too. Middleton's again. I think he deserves more love, man. In this whole series, I mean, they got to the finals. I think because of Middleton. I mean, those games where Giannis wasn't showing up, Middleton was putting up 30 points.
Easy.
I mean, Middleton needs a lot more love in this whole finals too. I think.
Now check this out. Now you see how we giving Giannis all the love. Everybody giving Giannis all the love. Hats off, right? I got a series for you. I'm gonna take you back. Then we can get going. But check this out. Do you remember the time when the Cleveland came back and beat the Warriors?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, remember that? Now check this out. Now LeBron, right? Now go back and check the stats of that series, right? Kyrie Irving did his
dude. I just said that before. This Kyrie carried him, dude.
Listen, Kyrie did his thing. Now check this out.
Yeah.
And even so, it'll be times if you go back and watch that series, LeBron will be talking about give me the ball. Kyrie be like, man, beat it. And go off, right? Real talk, right? So now, when you consider the fact that, of course, LeBron was the man and he did it for his city. But listen, the stat wise, without Kyrie, it would not have happened.
Dude.
Right? It would not have happened. And then on top of all that, I mean, Kyrie confidence was crazy, right? Now, if you think about this, right? Think about this. LeBron left Cleveland to go to Miami where Wade was at already and got a championship, right? Cleveland drafted Kyrie Irving. That's LeBron hometown. That was his team prior to, but he had to come back. That was Kyrie Irving team in so many ways.
It was.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I say this about LeBron all the time, and I don't like really even mean it as like that big of a knock on LeBron, but the dude's been to 10 straight finals, something like that. And he's taken over in finals game. Dude's a fucking amazing player.
Yes,
for him to get to win his first ring, he went to another man's team,
and then came back to another man's
Miami,
team,
and then went to another man's team. And but the Dwayne Wade, when LeBron went to Miami, was a top 5 player in the NBA.
Period.
Oh yeah.
Period. And Chris Bosh coming there
Chris Bosh
was a top 15 player in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
So, like.
So and if we go there, we're gonna talk about. Now, don't get me wrong, LeBron. He carried the weight. But we talking about big shots. Remember Ray Allen, right? Mm-hmm. Ray Allen hit that big shot. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Changed the course of this thing. Yeah, but this finals right here, man. When Giannis figured it out that he gave everybody else in what's thing. Once he figured it out, he had them, dog. They couldn't stop him, and then they couldn't stop Drew Holiday. Then they couldn't stop Milton or whatever have you. It was like, all right, pick your poison.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
Pick your poison.
Yep.
So, but I mean, you know what, though? Another thing was, I didn't think that this finals was going to be as competitive as it was. I didn't know,
we were treated to a great one this one, man.
Exactly.
100%.
Everybody.
This is the finals that everyone was complaining about because we're not gonna have LeBron, we're not gonna have Kawhi or Durant. We got Giannis first. We got Phoenix versus Milwaukee, 2 of the fucking smallest markets in the NBA, and we got one of the best finals we've had in a while, man. It was good to see someone else win. It was good to see someone else fucking win, man.
And you know what? And after the first 2 games, right? I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of sold on what I seen Phoenix doing, right?
Oh yeah, everybody was 100%. Yeah.
I was sold on. I'm thinking to myself like, okay, and even so, like Chris Paul was getting everybody involved, and I think at some point, I'm telling you, man, at some point, man, I'm not sure where or somebody should talk to Devin Booker like, yo, listen, we got to keep everybody involved because that one game it was like 1-on-4. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah.
What is he doing? And if he was on, cool, but he wasn't on.
No. Chris Paul fell. Dude, game 3, Chris Paul, 19 points.
Okay.
19 points. Game 3. 41, Giannis. I mean, and then 4th game, Booker, 42 points. I'm pretty sure Chris Paul fell off. Chris Paul fell off after first 2-3 games.
I believe Chris Paul had like 32 points, like game 1, and it was, I think, and I was like, all right. It was like, all right, so Chris Paul's going to do the thing, right? Mm-hmm. Chris Paul's finally going to do it. Chris Paul didn't do it.
No. Didn't do it. And then, and you know what? I like Chris Paul. I like the way he played the game, right? I
love Chris Paul.
Yeah, and when I look at this series or whatever have you, I really like the way and the way that Milwaukee built it in terms of the players that they drafted, the pieces that they put in there. No super team shit. Yeah, everybody knew their role in 2nd and 3rd. Mm-hmm. And I think the last team that kind of like did it in that manner was the Warriors. They drafted. They run. You know what I mean?
100%.
And they drafted a super team. Fuck it, if you want to say it like that.
Yeah. So
I can see it like that.
That's a great point about the Warriors, man. Because everyone comes, they signed Kevin Durant, but the team that they won their first finals with was the team that they drafted. That was a homegrown super team.
Homegrown super team. Word up from the ground up.
Sure, Durant wanted to sign with them, and fuck it. If I was the Warriors, you ain't gonna say no.
Exactly. You know, I'm not gonna say no to put another chip on the wall. Why? You know what I mean? And now, when we come out of this season and we go into next season, it's going to be tough, right?
Yeah.
When you consider, like, if Brooklyn stays healthy,
Mm-hmm.
right?
And who they get back though?
Yeah. You know what? And then some like when in the league, you think I give a shit what happens to the person in front of me if he get hurt, just that and the third? I come to destroy anybody in front of me. All right. So if you put him in front of me and he get hurt, that's not my fault. If we going to win a championship, I don't care who didn't show up. What they got to do with me?
Yep.
You know, like
100%.
I came to destroy whoever you put in front of me. If he can't make it back, that's on him. If he get hurt, he twists his ankle, his thigh, whatever, they ain't got nothing to do with me. You know, and then so you saw people like, I would have loved to see the Brooklyn Nets get there. They said, and I think it may have
100%.
Right, and I'm not going to say if Kyrie was there, it would or wouldn't happen or whatever have you. You think the Milwaukee Bucks give a shit that he hurt his ankle? Get out of here!
No.
Hey,
They're going to take what they got. No.
Yeah, man, let's go.
I always hate that. People like, because you're gonna see this shit on Twitter, like, oh man, fucking fake ring because Kyrie got hurt. Yeah, injuries happen in every fucking sport, every fucking year.
Okay.
Dude, I could go down the line. I could go
down the list.
Down the line. There's so many teams I can think of that probably would have won a chip if one particular dude didn't get hurt at the wrong time.
Okay.
Fucking, I get a couple seasons here that if Rob Gronkowski doesn't go down, the fucking Patriots will win the Super Bowl.
Hold on. Even when we go back, to the list here, right? Yeah, you're right. But listen, on this list right here, right? I mean, why is Kyle Lowry on this list at all? He won a chip, right? What other reason? Maybe some stats. We don't get to see him a whole lot.
No, Lowry should not be on this list. I'm sorry.
See, no, this is actually my most annoying part of this list. Is Kyle Lowry has a higher percentage to get in the Hall of Fame than Kawhi Leonard. The only goddamn reason that Kyle Lowry has a ring is because of Kawhi Leonard deciding he wanted to go to Toronto for 1 year.
And hang out.
He just decided to go to Toronto and take over the game for a year, and then fuck it, I'm gonna go to LA and chill.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Hold on. I got another one for you guys. I don't want to take nothing away from
I don't
his
want
game.
to hang out in Toronto no more.
Right. I got another one. And I don't want to take nothing away from his game because he's nice. He does his thing. And I mean, okay, he on the list. I'm glad we just doing 2021 season. Yeah, why is Jimmy Butler on this list?
I mean,
I know. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's nice. He's
good. He's good.
He got tired last year. He left it all on the court. They got their ass busted. But why are you on this list this year?
Yeah.
Well, I can honestly think of like a couple of young guys in the NBA right now that I think have a high percentage of getting in the Hall of Fame than Jimmy Butler.
I mean, listen. I mean, like, he a dog. Don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to figure out, like, you get to, when I didn't see Draymond Green up here, I'm thinking to myself, like, word, like, why not though? Like, Kyle Lowry,
Draymond's got a Defensive Player of the Year to go along with his 3 rings, right?
Right. And when they won,
that's a Hall of Famer.
When they won those championships, he wasn't just on the team; he was a major part of that deal. You know, and even back, just real quick, back to the Cleveland Cavaliers Warriors series. You know, and another thing is, if you remember that season, though, you see how LeBron was bullying the shit out of Steph Curry, bullied him, right? Draymond never stepped up for him, but he was bullying him, pushing him around.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Banging him up, this, that, and the third. Man, listen, it's a whole lot, man. When I look at this list, I'm like, maybe they should have shortened the list and just put 10 people on there and left it like that.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, like Blake Griffin, 54.8%.
If we're talking about this year, why isn't if we're talking about this year,
I mean,
these guys on there, not Joel Embiid? Is Embiid on this list?
You got Kevin Love up here. You don't got Joel.
Exactly.
Kevin Love?
Well, you got Blake Griffin. You don't got Joel. Joel's got an MVP, right? Joel just won the MVP, right?
Joel, if we're talking about this season, Joel should be on here. Easy.
Now, you know what it is like? I mean, like, I think, a lot about this list is I think it's like a lot of popularity with this list. You know? Who names rings a bell or whatever have you. And if you get to thinking about the NBA on the whole, hell yeah, they left a lot of people out. That's a fact, right? And like, when I see Blake Griffin, I don't want to take that away from him. I love his game. He a dog too. Jimmy Butler. I mean, like Kevin Love. I mean, if conversation's sake, I mean, like, what did Dwight Howard do?
Yeah, we're talking about this season.
Three
100%.
straight defensive player of the years in his career. So if we're talking the whole career, 3 straight defensive player of the years back in the day in Orlando, that's a first ballot Hall of Famer in any league.
Okay, right, but I was just talking about this year. But I think like. I think like when you start putting like chip holders, what I mean by chip, Klay Thompson at the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's always up for debate. You can always have a great conversation about it. That's a fact.
Oh yeah, I love talking about the Hall of Fame and like players' legacies with any sport because it is always, I don't know why it's so much fun to like look back and like, wow, shit, like this dude did that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like taking a player's whole career into account at the end of it is, I don't know. I have fun doing that.
You know what? It's special, especially when that player is like from your team, and you get to thinking about all those years he put it in for us. Now, if he goes somewhere else and they start like, nah, he'd be like, fuck you, check this out. This year, he did his thing. He was here, we won, F y'all. He should be in there. So it's always a great conversation. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, me and Paul at my call on a blue call, man, we always have a hell of a good time talking about the NFL Hall of Fame every year when that comes up.
Oh, yeah.
And then I get pissed off at that every year. I mean, like you said earlier, it's a popularity contest. I brought up Rodney Harrison to you, so I just got to say this before we finish it off because I fucking have to say it. I'm going to make this point every fucking time I get the chance until they do the right thing and put Rodney Harrison in the Hall of Fame. John Lynch just went in last year, right?
Okay.
John Lynch went in the Hall of Fame last year. I'm not taking nothing away from John Lynch. But
Rodney Harrison knocked your fucking head off.
So Rodney Harrison finished with more picks, more sacks, and more rings than John Lynch. Why is John Lynch in the Hall of Fame before Rodney Harrison? I'm not saying John Lynch shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Why is he in before Rodney?
Like you touched on earlier, when it has something to do with the media and the sports writers, and you pissed them off, they kind of, in a whole lot of ways, they hold your destiny in their hands. Listen,
he's done that forever.
Yeah, we're best friends here, right? And we got to vote on somebody who disrespected you, the general. We like, man, fuck him.
Yeah,
like. And we maybe we hold it out until his last chance to get in there and give it to him. But at the same time, that's letting him know that, you know what, we always had this. We always had this kind of control. And I think we tried to let you know that all those times you're being disrespectful. So you're gonna have to wait.
Yeah, because that's why he's not in, is because he pissed off sports writers, and they're immature and they hold grudges.
The broken arm Super Bowl though.
And now, see, I'm Irish, so one of my things is holding grudges.
Right.
It's kind of like that. It's just what the Irish do. We hold grudges. And then, like, eventually, like, maybe years down the road, like, we might just fucking kill you and throw you in a fucking river somewhere for something you did 25 years ago, whatever.
Yeah, he started a ballroom fight. Fuck it. Let's go.
I didn't just admit to any crimes on the air, by the way.
All right.
But,
no, you didn't.
No.
I wouldn't come to court anyway. Don't worry.
Like, you don't do that in your professional career. Like, you don't hold a grudge in your professional career. You know what I mean? Like, I don't hold grudges against dudes on fucking job sites because I'm like, fuck it, I gotta work with the motherfucker again. I got another 30 years of this shit left. I'm probably gonna have to work with this motherfucker again. Like, it's this whole fucking I'm gonna keep a guy out of Hall of Fame because he was rude to me fucking 10 years ago. I can't vote him in because he was mean to me.
Right.
You fucking immature fucking pussies. Immature pussies, man.
And you know what though? His stats, and eventually, I mean, they're gonna have to. There's no way in the world you could deny that or whatever have you. And it's going to have to happen. And that's like, even so, when you get to talking about the Hall of Fame, it's just guys that changed the game and was meaningful to the game. When their stats speak the truth, there is nothing you can really do. If you want to tell if you want to tell a story about that particular sport, if you want to tell a story about football, you can't leave Rodney Harris out. When you can tell the story,
I think I'm going to sound a little biased here, but I think you have to start putting some of these old Patriots from the 2001 to 2005 ish era into the Hall. Like, you can't tell. So everyone always wants to say to me, right, that the defense won those rings for Tom Brady, and the defense is the bigger part of those rings. And why is there only one Hall of Famer
from the defense
on that defense that won three damn Super Bowls?
Right.
You mean they were the best goddamn defense in the NFL? Won 3 goddamn Super Bowls in 4 years.
Who's the one that's in? Is it Teddy?
There's only one Hall. Ty Law.
Ty Law?
The only one one they put in is Ty Law.
Wow.
And so you don't do the
Seymour,
right? And so you don't do the story of football. You don't do the story of football no justice when you don't add those people who changed the game and who did it. You don't do football no justice. So you're gonna tell a story. Yeah, they won 3 in a row. Oh, so that's it, Ty Law. But then you're going to tell me that the defense won, but only one person in? So what are you telling me about football?
Exactly.
And then, like, so that even brings me to Julian Edelman, where we were so off topic here. But, like, that'll bring me to Julian Edelman. Julian Edelman is a Hall of Famer in my book. I think Julian, not on the first ballot, but like you said, man, if you want to talk about the story of the game, you're going to tell me that for the past 10 years, the Patriots had a top 10 offense pretty much every fucking year. Went to, 5 Super Bowls in 10 years? Right?
Okay.
1. Oh, it might have been 6. Let's see, 2011, 2014, 2016. 2007. No, we didn't. Did we make it in 2006? Yeah. So 11, 16, 17, 18.
Okay.
I think. Oh, and 14. So 5.
Okay, 5. Right.
You won 3 of them. You had the greatest comeback in the history of the NFL. You're going to tell me that the only Hall of Famers from that offense, Tom Brady and the tight end?
Okay, talk about that.
Right. You want well, Julian Edelman's stats may not have been fucking huge in the regular season, but you look at these playoff numbers, he's second all time playoff yards, playoff catches and yards, I think.
Yeah, but he's all they got to throw to besides Gronk.
Game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl against Seattle. Everyone wants to tell me, everyone remembers Malcolm Butler, but the reason the Patriots had the lead is because Julian Edelman caught a touchdown with 2 minutes left.
That's it.
He had the greatest catch in the history of the Super Bowl against Atlanta.
So
in the middle of the field.
Right. So
he won the Super Bowl MVP against the Rams.
Yeah, he got to get there. You're gonna tell the story. You got to get there. But that's kind of like when you go back to this list real quick. Yep. I mean, I don't want to take nothing from the Toronto Raptors. You know, they had their time to light. You know, they won that championship, right? But the relevancy of it all was nobody was really paying too much attention to them, right? They come along, they win. They go get Kawhi Leonard. They needed that to win, right? But then all of a sudden, you get Kyle Lowry over him in here, and they would never even won that if he wasn't there.
It's fucking hilarious, dude.
Yeah, you know, so.
Yeah, it's bad.
Kawhi Leonard has a finals MVP on 2 different teams.
Makes a big difference any and every way he lands. He's the man. He don't get there.
He's the man. He's a fucking first ballot Hall of Famer. 70-something% chance of getting in the Hall of Fame.
It's like Slam Studios can get these nuts with this one right here. Real talk.
I'm sorry. I'm never gonna get over Giannis being 67% chance to get in the Hall of Fame with 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year, and a Finals MVP.
Right. You know what?
The dude could never play basketball again, right? Past the age of 26, and he got in the Hall of Fame in the first ballot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and are they forgetting Kawhi Leonard with the Spurs as well? I mean,
exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Are they forgetting that? Right?
The first team to beat the super team.
Finals MVP.
Yeah, and they beat the Heat, the super team.
Okay, I got to say this actually about the Spurs. The Spurs were a homegrown super team.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why we don't hate on the Spurs, because they were a homegrown super team.
They were homegrown. They were consistent. They had a formula. And you go back to the David Robinson, Tim Duncan days when they first teamed up. It was something. Mm-hmm. Every year they was there. You know what? That's another thing. Like every year you'll be talking about every other team and all the dunks and all the big shots, and then the Spurs come out and bust your ass. You'd be like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, come out and they win.
Like, fucking Spurs again.
All right.
Tony Parker, yeah, God. Oh.
Yeah, they took apart the first that built super team that LeBron.
Yeah, they took them apart.
Took them apart.
Yeah, Kawhi did his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Kawhi
they forget about that. A lot of people forget about that.
Yeah, Kawhi did his thing. You know.
I feel you got to think that like some of these people making this list are just young as fuck.
or you know what? They're paying attention to the right now. That's it. They're paying attention to the right now.
I love recency bias. The last thing that happened is the only thing that ever happened.
And that's it. And you know what? And if they're really like on their game, there's no way in the world they'll put Giannis way down there.
Yeah, I know. Fucking, dude, I'm not even a Bucks fan.
Okay.
I'm a fucking Celtics fan. I don't even like the Bucks. The fuck, Giannis 67. It's fucking.
It's bananas.
That's just crazy to me. Like Paul George is above Giannis. The fuck is Paul George done that Giannis ain't done?
Again, I just think like right now, I think it's whoever got the most followers on Twitter or whatever, YouTube or Yahoo, whatever, like whoever got the most followers.
That you know that's got to be it, man. They have to have gone through like the Instagrams and shit and like factored that in.
Yep. Who's up there posting on the regular? You know, who's talking to the people?
Who's got the best TikToks? Like,
you know that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Because like,
they
was going through something. They made this list. Even for that matter, when they put Klay Thompson in, I'm like thinking to myself, like, you know what it was? I think when they was making this list, they were smoking that good shit and they didn't want to share with us. And they got into their feelings, and that's what they did.
I was just smoking that good shit, and I think Klay Thompson's got a higher percentage of getting in the Hall of Fame. Than fucking 50%. Damn, like 3 rings.
Talk about it.
Oh man, yeah. Oh shit. Well, it was a fucking good time having the 2 on, man.
We gotta do this again,
I knew this was gonna be a good episode. I locked down Kevin and Top News for this. I was like, oh shit.
I appreciate being here. You know, I gotta get you next time on time. We gotta do this again real soon.
Yeah, so for everybody listening, man, you gotta check out Mr. Top News website. This dude sneaker line. What's it?
News New York. News New York.
News New York. Yo, News New York. These are the dopest shit.
Oh yes,
straight up the exclusive joint. I'm a white Irish guy from Boston. Like sneakers, I ain't usually like the type to have flashy sneakers. Mr. Top News gave me fucking flashy sneakers.
Okay, talk about it.
Like Mr. Top News reinvented my swagger.
The part of the game, his team's up there. They know how we do.
Gotta check out his shit, man. Those are fucking some dope shoes. We'll probably be giving away a pair of them a month from now when we're all in Texas for the BCMG retreat down in the valley, I believe Ernest keeps calling it.
Okay. That should be nice down there.
We got some good times coming on down there, man. We'll see us at the Hoopathon, the Triple Double Basketball Academy. Ernest has confirmed that we'll have at least $1,000 going towards scholarship funds for these girls.
Wow, that's
just
great.
from the
That's great.
sponsors going into this. So it's going to be a good time. We're doing big things. Obviously it's great stuff for these young girls. The scholarship funds.
Can't beat that. That's a big move right there. That's major.
Yep. But yeah, so it's my guys, man. I got Mr. Top News here and Big Hero Kevin.
Yes, sir. Gonna have the fantasy
who's
football
gonna be,
podcast.
starting up the first fantasy football podcast for Blue Collar Media Group. But so it's about goddamn time we have one. I don't.
Oh yeah,
know
just
why
in
we didn't
time.
already
Just
have
in
on the
time
On the
too.
Field Fantasy Football Podcast. Now, so what's your resume in fantasy? Just to lay it out for the folks real quick.
All right.
I've
Might
never
be a
played
little-
this. I've heard it's not exactly fun.
So it might be a little short, but I started 4 years ago. Okay, I've always been in basketball. Everyone always told me to get into it, or football, and always told me to get into fantasy. And I never did. So finally, I did. First year, I did it with a brother-in-law. Won that season. Second year, it was just a PPR redraft league, nothing crazy. Second year, I did 2 leagues. I did my first Dynasty League and a redraft league. Dynasty's super fun, man. If you guys don't do Dynasty Leagues, oh, dude, you got to do Dynasty League. Fun as hell. I like Dynasty Leagues more than redraft. Dynasty League's fun, dude. It's so good. But you need to have the same group of people that are to buy in to keep going for a couple of years at least. Roll it. And I won both of those, actually, the redraft and the Dynasty League. Last year, I did 3 leagues. I won 1 league. There's a lot of injuries, Can't get me on that. Last year was a bad year for fantasy, dude. Just no preseason. We saw what happened not having any preseason for these players. I mean,
year in fantasy.
dude. I mean, the 49ers lost half their whole offense. I mean, 49ers had no offense that whole year last year. And then this year I'm in 7 leagues now. Actually going to be in 8. You got 3 dynasty leagues, 1 redraft league, and some. I don't know if you guys know what best ball format is, but best ball is where there's no waiver wires, there's no waiver pickups, there's no trading. What you draft is your entire squad.
Even with injuries?
Yeah, it don't matter, dude. If you got injuries, dude, your best ball, you need to know how to draft a good bench in best ball. Because there's no trading. If all your quarterbacks are injured, you're done, dude.
It's a wrap. You can't play. You out before that. That's it.
You out, dude. You out. So yeah. I've got some experience. Got some good winning years. I know a lot. I'm big into football. Watched it growing up my entire life. So yeah.
Keep winning though, because you're doing a damn good job. So keep winning.
Hey, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Hell yeah.
Keep winning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. We will, man.
That was basically the point of this. Kevin will help you win your fantasy football league.
At the end of the day.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah.
What 5 or 6 fucking fantasy football leagues that I end up being in this year. I'm gonna try not to do 8 or 10 leagues this year. And try to keep it like 5 or 6.
Yeah, it's rough once you get out there. It's hard.
I realized I had 10 fucking teams last year that I could not keep track of.
No,
who was on fucking what team? Fucking, it got really annoying because you'd have a player going off and you're like, oh yeah, dude, I got him in 2 leagues. And like, shit, he's going against me in 4 fucking leagues.
Sleeper app, dude. You guys got to use the same app, and I'm big on Sleeper app right now. Honestly, I love Sleeper app for fantasy.
Fantasy, and what is that actually? How does that work?
Sleeper app. So yeah, I don't know how long they've been around for. I just got on it 2 years ago. Love it, dude. It's just a fantasy app. You can do anything on there. It's just they have a lot of news and stuff. They show you your ADP for players, what's trending, and it's also a news source actually. You don't even have to use it for fantasy if you don't want to. I don't know what it is, but dude, if a player breathes, it pops up on fantasy, dude. On Sleeper app. Sleeper app, they're the first to get everything, man. That is one way I keep intact on fantasy news. Is just the news feed on Sleeper app is crazy good.
Now, in those leagues, right? You can win quite a bit of money if you get into the right league.
Hell yeah. There's it all depends. There's free buy-ins. A couple of the leagues that I'm in, there's $50 buy-ins, $100 buy-ins. Some of it's winner take all. Sometimes there's not even a second or third place commish, you just first place, you get like $1,000.
Oh.
Yeah, they're all 10-man, 12-man leagues. Never go above 12-man leagues. If you go above 12,
no, you can't go above 12.
Even 12 kind of. Even 12, the waivers, the free agents are thin. Especially
even 12's a lot. 10 is a sweet spot.
Yeah, 10's a sweet spot.
8's weak.
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything below 10, honestly.
Yeah, and an 8-man league, you're like, all right, what are we doing here?
Your whole roster's stacked, you know.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. But there's a lot of good news, a lot of good stuff to talk about this year in fantasy. There's a lot of good stuff coming up for fantasy. So
we should have a hell of a year because we have like a really complete year. We don't have to worry about too many teams hopefully with the COVID thing.
There is, yeah. I don't know. DeAndre Hop or D-Hop might be out. You guys see that?
Oh yeah, in reference because he don't want to take the vaccine, right?
Yeah. And then actually, the first coach. I got into a heated debate with a friend of mine yesterday about this.
Yeah, I know the Patriots coach stepped down.
No, the Vikings coach. The Vikings. The Vikings
coach too,
yeah. He was the first coach to get let go because he didn't want to get the vac, and he's our offensive line coach and an assistant offensive coach. Wow. And this buddy of mine texted me. He's like, "I hope you don't got Dalvin Cook on your team." I'm like, "Dude, no, don't say that." Dalvin Cook's, no, don't talk like that. Don't be that guy. It's Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook, his ADP's 2 right now. His average draft spot's 2. I highly doubt losing the assistant offensive coach in the line. His ADP is going to drop below 2. I won't even drop below 3, dude. There's not running backs you're taking before Dalvin Cook in that spot. So
we should have probably more of a complete season this year. Hopefully, less games being canceled and things like that, and they play them on time.
Mm-hmm. Fuck yeah!
So
the 17.
I don't think we're gonna have a Wednesday 3:00 game this year.
Okay.
Hopefully not.
I don't think we're gonna have what was a Wednesday at fucking 3:45? They had a game last year.
Yeah, there was like 2 of them. There's a couple actually.
Yeah. Waiting all day for 3:45.
So when you're playing fantasy, does that throw your thing off, your team off when they do those Wednesday games? Do that mess you up?
Yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, dude, some people will not put even Thursday night games, dude. Like when these teams have these midweek games, like especially a Wednesday, and then after they. Yeah, dude, because it's injuries, fatigue. You know, these guys just played Sunday, and then they have like 4 days before they have to go play another game. So actually, there's a strategy where some people don't even play Thursday night players in their fantasy because it might statistically, the production goes down. Yeah, production goes down. Injuries happen a lot. Players hate Thursday night games too, even midweek games.
The Thursday night games I hate too because I hate when someone's got a player that goes off against you on Thursday night, and you just wake up Friday morning, you're like, God damn it, I'm already down 35 fucking points to start the week.
Mm-hmm.
Easy,
motherfucker.
Yeah, Thursdays can make or break. Thursdays can make or break. But those Wednesday night games were bad, dude. It was
one
bad.
of the most frustrating fucking things, man.
Mm-hmm.
I have gotten so pissed off of fantasy football.
And then last year, you had the thing with Drew Brees being out, and I think also Jameis Winston was out or something like that. Yeah. So they had Taysom Hill who was positioned at tight end, playing quarterback.
Right.
So, but people were able, but the leagues of the apps didn't adjust him from tight end to quarterback. Yep. So people who had Taysom Hill played him at tight end, got quarterback numbers out of him, and still had their quarterback playing.
So they was getting good numbers because he was doing at the times he did work.
They got to play 2 quarterbacks basically in a 1 quarterback league. That's pretty cheap. But, so that was a big problem from last year too, from COVID and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I remember that, dude. I remember the Broncos had to start a practice squad wide receiver quarterback for a game. That was
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting. That was fun.
Yeah, last year sucked. This year will be a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, last year sucked. Yeah,
hell of a lot better.
Yeah, the Patriots will win the AFC East again. Buffalo
So
fans will
when do you
cry.
guys start your draft? Did you guys start drafting already, or when does that start?
No. So my personal leagues, I've drafted in some leagues. Yep. And then, but we're doing a BCMG league actually.
Yes, the BCMG draft
the
will be
BCMG
when we're down in
draft.
Texas.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'll
okay.
be live event.
That'll be
And then-
a live
yeah.
event.
I'm gonna chime in on that. I gotta see this. I gotta see.
Yeah,
this.
yeah. We'll be tweeting about it. I think the dates.
Oh,
it's not
23rd.
Sunday.
yeah, it's August 20th to 23rd. We'll be down there. Yo, Top News,
Mhm.
wait till you see what we got for a spot to stay in.
All right. Be easy.
Yeah, dude.
Be nice.
It's nice.
I might even spoil it for him, like now. Send him the link before he sees it live.
You talking about
So
the
he's not
house?
pissed off at him. Yeah,
I've seen it, dude.
yeah, the house is dope.
Yeah, dude. House is nice.
I was
Nice.
saying I might spoil it for Top News now, so he doesn't just see it on here. I might just send him the Airbnb link.
Yeah. Messing my head a little bit, huh?
Yeah,
That should be nice, man.
maybe we'll make you go back to the wife. Like, yeah, man, I'm going on that damn trip.
Right?
Oh, you better, dude. Hell yeah.
I just finished calling actually right just a minute ago.
But
Anyway, man, listen, man. Again, we got to do this again.
Fuck yeah, man! It was great having you on. I love talking to you.
Man, listen, we're gonna do it again. You guys let me know when I can be there because I'm always willing to be there, man. Just reach out. I gotta, you know what, Kevin, I gotta get up with you this fantasy shit.
dude.
I gotta get a better understanding of it, man. Because
dude, absolutely, dude. We'll talk on the show. Start of the show. My first few episodes will be probably some introductions to fantasy for people that are new to it and stuff like that. So, oh yeah, dude, we'll get that information out there, man, for sure.
You got it. That's for sure.
Hell yeah.
Hey, General, man, I appreciate you inviting me here, buddy. I think you froze.
I do think so.
Yeah, he froze.
Yeah, man, come on.
All right, he froze.
Shit. Oh, dude.
Hey, listen, Kev, it was good seeing you, man. Tell the General
I did. It was good talking.
And I hit him a little bit later.
Absolutely,
appreciate
man.
you guys.
Good conversation, dude.
Yep. Blue Collar Media Group. I love you, cats. I'll talk to you soon.
Yep.
He's back.
Fucking.
Steve. I'm gonna head on out, dude.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This has been another episode of Sundays with